Try that again. All right. Welcome here to MaxSpeedTV. The Old Farts League running their season ender tonight. Going to crown a champion here on the racetrack tonight at the end of this. We've got a three-way battle going on here. Travis Townsend, Frank G, and Robert Felzine. All in a battle here for this. It does kind of sound like it may come down to Travis Townsend may get the crown here tonight for the championship. All depends on where he finishes on the track here tonight, so we'll kind of stay with that as the race goes on here. Coming down to 9 minutes till they do take the qualifying, and guys have been out here practicing, and we're going to kind of stay tuned here and watch these guys practice a little bit. So stay with us, folks.
Wow, did you see that? Went 4 wide. Okay.
4 wide, huh?
Somebody screwed it up. They actually made the 4 wide for a few seconds. Nice. Wow, we got some drivers in here now.
Yeah, kind of anxious to see this get underway here tonight with Travis Townsend. Pretty much he's going to have to, he can't just start and park to win the championship, but he is going to have to finish up toward the front, probably in about the top 20, well, maybe even closer than that, maybe the top 10. So if he can keep that thing up there, so Robert Felzine doesn't catch him. Robert 38 points behind Travis, and Frank G just 13 points behind Robert. So very tight battle between these three. Have not seen Robert in the server yet. That doesn't mean he may not show up. He's still got about 6.5 minutes.
He's cutting it close.
Yeah.
Better get up in here if you want a second.
But joining me in the booth here tonight, Jared Akey. Rush, good to have you with me there, Rush. I'm, always good to have you in the booth with me. It takes an act of Congress sometimes to get you up here with me, but.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Good, good. Boy, I don't like these camera angles. I miss my camera angles. I'll get them though when I get everything situated back around here. I'll have my cameras back. I'm going to try to work on them tomorrow and get those loaded in. I should have probably done them today, but too much messing around doing other stuff. Playing Left 4 Dead 2.
You can only do so much in a day.
Yeah, can only play so many games in a day. All right, 4.5 minutes here till the qualifying. We'll see the guys take to the track and try to get the fastest time out here for tonight's race. And the ones that we're going to be watching is Robert Felzine, Travis Townsend, and Frank G. Gramuglia. Bring it on, Frank G.
Oh, yeah. Going to be interesting.
75 laps here, I do believe they're running tonight, so it should be a pretty lengthy race here. These guys, one of their favorite tracks, I do believe, and they do run pretty well here. Now, one thing that we don't want to see these guys do is, and I'm sure they won't, but we don't want to see them go 3 wide, turn 1 on the first lap. That usually causes a heck of a mess, and not going to say we're not going to see cautions, but hopefully these guys can hold it there for the first few laps there to get settled in with their partners, find their dancing partners that are out there, and start pushing.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have a partner. No ifs, ands, or buts. Kind of interested to see who's going to hook up with who else.
Yeah, that's the thing, and if a partner of yours is, mired back in the field, didn't qualify as good as you, it's going to be tough to make sure that you do stay on, somebody's bumper to get caught up to your partner. So they will be looking for a partner until they can get hooked up with their own partner. So we're going to see a lot of switching up with people, maybe drivers dumping other drivers off to pick up their partner, and I know we're going to see 2 wide, possibly even some 3 wide. And again, like you just said a little bit ago, they were rushing practice. They even did a 4 wide for a few seconds. That's crazy.
That is. All right, so who are we missing?
Robert Felzine, haven't seen him in there yet.
He's in there.
Oh, is he in the server now?
Yep.
All right,
Yep, he's there. So we got Travis Townsend, Frankie G, and Robert Felzine.
All right, them 3 battling it here for the championship tonight. So Robert showing up, good deal.
Cutting it awfully close there, huh?
Yeah, right down to a couple minutes till practice, or qualifying, I mean. So, yeah, cutting it pretty close.
Well, I mean, if you actually think about it, you really don't need to practice on this track.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already turned a couple laps, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So 1 or 2 laps, you're done.
Yeah, I agree. Some of these guys practicing their pit stops, so which is a good thing, because hitting that coming off of turn 4 and coming down to 55 mile an hour down pit road can be pretty treacherous for some of these drivers. You'll see them slide, and hopefully none of them wreck, spin it out, or hit pit wall, or hit the cone. If you hit the cone, that's a penalty. So yeah, these guys definitely out here practicing some of these maneuvers. Jason Beach, tough customer that the last few weeks here I've been watching him, and boy, I'll tell you what, he is definitely one to kind of keep your eye on here tonight for a possible win. He has been really tough. All right, looks like practice is over.
All right. See where they shake out on the qualifying run.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it. All right, we're going to stay here and watch as these guys take their qualifying order. They do get 3 laps, actually, in reality. The first lap, their warm-up lap, and when they complete that first lap and cross the line, that's when their timing starts, and then they have 2 laps here to qualify tonight. So, like I said, 1 is their warm-up, and they get 2 laps. So let's just watch and see how these guys do tune this in. I would look for a couple to be up front there. LG Whaley, Travis Townsend, Frank G. These guys got some very fast setups. Definitely, I would see, probably say that it would be safe to say that they'll be up there in the top 5. Thanks for tuning in here with us tonight here at MaxSpeedTV. If you're just joining us in Twitch for the first time, make sure you click that follow button under the viewing screen. Down below that, you'll see all kinds of stuff there where you can go to our Maximum Speed Racing website for our league, and you can go to the YouTube channel. If you do go there, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, MaxSpeedTV. Appreciate that, and appreciate the following us here on Twitch. Head over to the Facebook page at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Or you can click down under the viewing screen. If you scroll down, you'll also see where you can connect right to the Facebook page from there. All right, Wilkinson coming in on the top with a 51.461. Alcina there, Gary Lowe. LG Whaley right up in here. These guys all right there within a tenth of each other. Oh, McEwen coming in with a 51.121. I think we're going to see a high 50 here probably on their second lap. Robert Felzine coming in with a 51.2. First lap times have been recorded now, so now they're working on their second one. LG Whaley there with a 50.797. Wilkinson completing his.
That was a nice lap.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, and Lowe coming in, beating that by 1/1000th of a second. Holy smokes.
Wow.
So tell me we're not going to have a tight field here tonight, Rush.
Oh, yeah, we got some smokers.
These guys are tough customers out here. Frank G would coming in with a 50.8. Oh, there's Beach beating them all with a 789. Holy smokes, look at that. I'm not sure if Lowe's turned his second lap yet or not. He may be able to beat that, but I think that was Beach's first lap. If that was his first lap, man, that is deadly right there. Remind yourself, this is for the championship here tonight. This is the season closer for Old Farts League here tonight. And they'll be restarting up the new season. I'm not sure if it's next week or when. I think it's next week they start up the new season. If you're thinking about joining, now's the time. They are, I guess, starting up the new season. They are taking new members. So from what I'm understanding, I may be wrong on that, but from what I'm understanding, that's what they said. So you have to head over to the website there at oldfartsimracing.com and apply over there. All right, it looks like these guys have pretty close to finishing qualifying. It looks like Beach is going to be our top top contender here on the qualifying grid. So we're going to head here to him as soon as he does take the grid. All right, so Beach coming in on the top spot, hasn't taken the grid yet. In the number 26 with a 50.788. Gary Lowe in second in the number 38. LG Whaley in third in the number 99. Matt Smith in fourth in the 07. Frank G taking up the fifth spot here in the number 13. R.W. Ziegler in sixth in the number 8. In seventh, the 85 of Al Cena hasn't taken the grid yet. In eighth, the 56 of Joe Fisher. Travis Townsend, our points leader here, mired back into ninth place. Not out of contention by any means. He's going to be looking for his partner in the number 83. All right, on the outside of him in 10th, the 08 of Kevin Wilkinson. Robert Felzine running second in the points here, starting 11th in the number 4. Aaron Reeder in 12th in the number 3. In 13th, the 54 of Kirk Fielder. In 14th, the 17 of Mike Hauser. In 15th, the 15 of Ed Bellinger. In 16th, the 28 of Alan McEwen. In 17th, the 44 of David Bowden. In 18th, the 66 of Tom Hevron. In 19th, the number 50 of Gregory Miles. In 20th, the 21 of Mark Robertson. In 21st, the 94 of Nicholas Ward. In 22nd, the 77 of Michael Martin. Looks like, let's see, Brent Lay going to be taking up the rear of the field here, I do believe. In the 26th spot, in number 52, Eddie Asaf not on the track. All right, we're going to get back up here to our leader, Jason Beach, as they're now starting to roll off.
Okay, here we go. "75 laps around this big 2.5-mile track."
So things we're going to be looking for right off the bat here, Rush, is these guys are looking for their partners to get teamed up. I know LG Whaley and R.W. Ziegler, those two running pretty close up there in the front. They're going to probably be looking to get teamed up right away. But we're going to have to kind of watch and make sure we do pay attention to who's they're going to be teaming up with and if they're going to stay with them for the whole race or dump them off to maybe go with their partner.
Exactly.
Quite a few guys out here tonight. I think there's about 24 drivers, 23 or 24 drivers, I do believe. Not as big a field sometimes as they normally have, but you know, it's like we always say, the fewer the cars out here, probably the less likely they are going to have cautions, and I hate to say that in a bad way, but all right, Jason Beach bringing them down here. Pace car getting ready to duck off, and we're going green flag racing here in just a second, folks. So get ready and hang on to your seats. Pace car ducks off. Jason Beach brings them to the line, waiting on the green flag.
Here we go.
Green flag flies, and here we go, off and running. LG Whaley trying to tuck right up under the bumper here of Jason Beach. "22 drivers take to the grid here, so good sized field. Let's see how they're going to do here coming around to take the first lap. Let's see if Jason Beach is going to be able to hang on to that lead. We've got some guys in the back that really want to get up here and lead with these leaders. Gary Lowe right there in the 3rd spot. All right, well, looks like Jason Beach is going to be our leader for the first lap. Tommy, you're echoing.
Whoops, sorry, ready?
So Jason Beach does lead our first lap here at Talladega for the season ender here at Old Fart Sim Racing League. LG Whaley still tucked right up under the bumper of him, giving him a little help to get up there. Not sure if those two are planning on that team up. Thinking LG Whaley probably was going to get teamed up with RW Ziegler, as those guys usually do. But like I said, early on in the race, you team up with who you can to stay up in the front. And later on, you may get hooked up with your partner. Gary Lowe and looks like Frank G hooked up right there in the 3rd and 4th. Frank G definitely running for the championship here tonight, is in 3rd place. And he would be 51 points behind the leader. Now they've caught up to them front two, and now I think we're probably going to see a little bit of a challenge here for a lead, as everybody behind them is all just single file, and it's what it's going to take to get caught up to these guys. Rush, what's going on in the back there? Any racing?
No, the 56. 56 and the 52. They're just pacing themselves. 3 cars back here. Not making any sudden moves, trying to move up front or not.
I can barely hear you, Rush.
The 3 cars back here just taking their time. 52, 56.
Yes, sir. Back here at the tail end of the field, as everybody is single file now. Alcina checking in at the 7th position now in the number 85. Started 7th, still running in 7th. These guys pretty much about running where they started to get some of these laps chewed down, now crossing the line to take lap number 5. So far, Jason Beach has led every lap. Let's go down here and look back from Alcina. As you can see, everybody just single file behind him coming out of the turn.
Oh yeah, they're all scared to get in that high line.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like we always like to see, you know, that somebody trying that high line. But, you know, I don't know, since this new build rush, how, you know, I'm not sure how that high line is reacting now to 2 people trying it by themselves. Because the last build, you needed about 4 or 5 up there to complete a pass.
You need a bunch of people. That high line is doo-doo.
Is it still like that since the new build?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. All right, so they haven't made the high line any faster. So
no, it should be.
Yeah, and I think, well, you know, yes and no. You know, the shortest way around the track is on the inside, and that's where you see everybody riding that yellow line. So it takes a lot to get a lot of muscle and horsepower to get by on that high side. And whether you're pushing with a partner or 4 of you hooked up together, but you know, 4 of you, I think 4 or 5 of you are a lot faster up on that high line if you can get nose to tail. All right, we're looking ahead here from Alcina. Looks like the leader's still everybody just single file. RW right there on the yellow line going into turn 1. And he is a certified old fart, says that right on his tailgate.
The 52, Brent Lee losing the draft.
Yes, sir, back here all by himself. Not a good place to be.
No way.
What happened to him, Rush? Did he...
Just never tucked up underneath anybody. Just driving his own.
Well,
he thinks he's getting bread or something.
Yeah, the only thing he can hope for right now is a caution to try to get him caught back up. He started at the tail end of the field, and he is still at the tail end of the field, well out of the draft.
Yep, and the 56 and the 3, they were back there with him. Now they're at the tail end of the line right now. They made it all the way back.
Now they go to the outside. Him and his partner there, Aaron Reeder and Joe Fisher, go to the high side trying to complete a pass here. Maybe pick up a couple positions, but they're up there by themselves, and boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot to get a run on the high side like that. And they're just going nowhere.
Yeah, if anywhere, they're going to get a run on the straight, not on the turn.
Michael Martin back here in 17th. Right ahead of him, Travis Townsend, our points leader, trying to get up here, take this championship tonight. Here he is, clear back in 16th place, but I believe he's still in contention right here to win this championship as long as he can hang in the race here tonight.
Ready, and I think, I've been over here doing calculations, the reason why I've been so quiet, with Travis Townsend actually starting this race, with the amount of drivers that are in here, I believe he has clinched the championship.
Okay. No matter what happens to him, he clinches it then.
Correct. If I'm following this right, because max points is 49 points, is what Robert Felsen would have to get to be able to have a chance at it. And the only way for that to happen, Travis would have to finish 25th or worse, I believe, not lead a lap or anything, and there's only 22 drivers listed in the race.
All right. David Bowden in the number 44. They're up on the high side. We're going to look back from his car there, or his truck, as these guys do start breaking loose here a little bit and getting up on the high side. We're starting to get a second line forming. And this is what it's going to take. The guys finally breaking out and saying, you know what, the only way we're going to go anywhere is we got to get up on this high side and get out of that bottom line.
Yeah, sir. There's 6 of them up there so far. Thinking they need a couple more.
Yeah, it's we're tucked up under each other a little bit tighter. Because it just seems like they're just kind of like hanging right there in limbo. The low line's still just a tick faster, as we're seeing cars going by on the inside here just slightly. You know, they can't push for very long because they do get hot. We're seeing David Bowden trying to keep that nose out, get a little air in that, keep that thing cooled off. Side draft, very important here, and some of these guys do try to use it in the turns. They try to keep it right down close, as you'll see. We're watching from Kirk Fielder here as he tries to get a little side draft off of the 08. And boy, I'll tell you what, he really got some right there as they start pulling away. He gained just a few positions on that, 2 or 3 positions, so great job by these guys.
Yeah, that side draft's a double-edged sword. Get too close, somebody's liable to come up and bump you.
Robert Felsen there running in the 8th position, second in the points, 38 points out of from the leader there, Travis Townsend, coming into tonight's race. So, like I said, a very tight race here, but Tommy has informed us that no matter what, Travis Townsend has sewed up the championship here tonight. So I look for him to kind of get out there and push this thing and try to win it. He's not going to just take the championship. He wants to win it here tonight too.
Yeah, Rudy, went back and rechecked my math, and with Travis Townsend starting this race, he's clinched the Old Fart Season 2 Points Championship.
Very good, very good.
Great job, Travis.
Yeah, what a great driver, man. I'm telling you, he is one tough customer, you got to admit, Tommy.
Yeah, he is. I mean, great driver, respectful to everybody out there, great teammate. I know I work with him in a couple different leagues, including the MaxSpeedTV League. IWCR, everything, just like I say, great teammate, great guy. He missed it last year because he missed the date. He had the points lead over me by just a couple. Basically, I think all he had to do was show up, and he had it last year. Went on vacation, or last season, went on vacation, and from his time zone to where the time zone he went was an hour off, and he missed the start of it.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was telling us before the race there. I was talking to him, and man, I couldn't believe that. That's what you call, you know, some dedication to it, but missing it like that, man. Oh man, that's tough luck. That's heartbreaking right there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, these guys, they do take the racing serious, you know, and something like this here, you know, something like that happens, boy, that's just. He sounded pretty heartbroken when I was talking to him when he was telling us about, you know, that happening to him last season. You could hear it in his voice. He was pretty heartbroken about it. All right, R.W. Ziegler back here in the 6th spot. Let's run up through here. Matt Smith in 5th. Frank G, the 3rd place in the points, running 4th right now in the race. Gary Lowe in 3rd. LG Whaley, no surprise, LG definitely a super speedway king, out here running in the 2nd spot. And still up front, Jason Beach, and it looks like Jason has led all 15 laps. Coming around this time to make it 16, he has led every lap. Pit window, Tommy, what are we looking at for pits here?
Well, Rudy, to be honest with you, I haven't ran this track since we ran it, I guess it's 5 weeks ago. But if my memory serving me correctly, I think it's right at 40 to 45 laps, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking, I was going to say 42, but, you know, I wasn't sure. Okay, so 40 to 45 laps, we may be looking at these guys coming down pit road, providing there's not a caution before that. That kind of throws all pit strategy out the window when there's a caution, because, well, you know, you kind of, if the leaders come down, you kind of got to come down with them, unless you stay out there just to get a point. But the only ones that really got to worry about that for the championship here is the top 3. And we may see Frank G stay out or Robert Felzine stay out just to get that point. Anything they can do to gain an edge on Travis. And they are in a tight battle of 13 points separating those two. And I think we're going to see a great race between them two. And Robert, let's see, Frank G is running in the 4th place, and Robert is running in the 7th place right now.
I tell you one thing, Rudy, you got 2 rocket ships that are up here on the top side trying to make this work. Be real interesting to see if they can actually get up to the front of this thing.
Yeah, this is Travis Townsend up there, probably looking for his normal partner that he races with, and he's not out there, so he's hooking up with the 85 of Alcina.
Which is a very good choice.
Oh yes, Al's. I'll tell you what, I practiced with him one night, and I'll tell you what, that guy can hold a line.
Can hold a line. I mean, one of the most super nice guy you'll ever talk to. Just laid back. I mean, just a very good guy to talk to.
Yeah, definitely. Well, 19 laps going to be in the books this time by out of 75 as we see them two switch up now. And they are marching toward the front because Travis Townsend, well, let's take a look here real quick. started 9th up to 8th. He was mired clear back into 16th there for the longest time, just riding it out and see where everybody is going to be running, and maybe he might have drifted back there to pick up the partner here, Alcina.
Yeah, I was talking to him whenever I got in the rooms. Of course, I got in after the race had already started, lost track of time on it, and told me he went up to the top side. I think he said he started 5th, went to the top side, and nobody went up there with him, so he dropped like a rock.
Now they're ducking back down to the low side here to try to maintain that position, losing the draft. Nobody up on the high side to work with them right now. They need to get a few more guys up there to work with them, and I believe they could pick up a few more positions, Tommy.
Yeah, definitely.
Rush, what's going on with, there's 2 of them on the high side there in the back. Nobody working with them. That looks like the number 54 of Kurt Fielder and the, who's that, the 94 of Nicholas Ward. Those 2 getting up here in the front.
Yeah, nobody's going up front, up high. They're all staying low.
They got a little,
they're using their brains a little bit. They're only on lap 21 of 75. Everybody's trying to ride and feel it out to that pit stop.
I think that's where they're going to make their moves on the pit strategy.
yeah, they're still trying. They are picking up a position or 2 here and there, them 2. But I'll tell you what, Nicholas Ward, he is going to start getting hot really quick here, because he is just pushing the daylights out of Kurt Fielder. These guys have picked up quite a few positions here, about 3 or 4 positions just in the last couple of laps by being up on that high side by themselves. That's pretty amazing to be up there by yourself like that, and those 2 and doing that good. It's just, you know, great racing by them guys. Looking at him, he's just right on the back of that WJ engine Chevrolet.
Oh, we got 1 on the apron.
2 on the apron. Oh,
one spinning. One spinning.
Who is it?
21.
The 40 of Mark Roberts. Looked like the bottom line checked up right in front of Travis Townsend. The 85 of Al Senna hit the apron to keep from, of course, getting into a wreck right there. And looks like, who is that? Somebody came up and caught the 40 of Mark Roberts in the left rear, and it just turned him around right in the middle of the corner.
All right, well, we're going to watch this back and watch this in slow-mo to see what all transpired here. Mark up on the high side, comes back down to the low side, coming into turn 3, and it looks like there's a couple that might have got a little hooked on each other's bumper. All it takes is a couple of, who's that, 85 of
Al Senna.
Alcina.
Yep, then looks like the 66 of Tom Hevron was the one that actually came up the track a little bit whenever Al Senna started coming back up and caught the 40 just in the left rear corner.
Caught the 21, you mean?
Up 21.
Yeah. Mark Roberts.
For some reason I was thinking he's the 40.
Yep. So, and that you know, in return, that a bunch more guys get into it. Aaron Reeder, and oh man, it makes a mess right there. Everybody trying to avoid this and doing everything they can. The 28 right there of Alan McEwen just pile driving Mark Robertson right there. So a lot of trucks going to be tore up, and let's get up here live. And everybody coming down pit road, it looks like. Even our leader. So let's see what kind of strategy these guys got. I don't believe we're going to see any tire changes by anybody in the front. It's going to be a fuel-only stop and go, I believe.
Here's something to mix it up a little bit. The 13 of Frank G and the 83 of Travis Townsend stay out.
Ooh. Both will look like Frank G then going to get, he is going to collect a point for leading the lap. All right. Everybody fuel only, it looks like. I wasn't really paying much attention, but if somebody's seen any tire changes, well, there we're seeing one on pit road. A couple of them doing tire changes. So,
and the 28 of Alan McEwen stayed out as well.
All right, so Frank G going to be shown as our leader. And he does lead a lap, so he is probably going to want to come down pit road now. He did stay out to get that valuable point. And the one that we were kind of watching, that puts him 1 point closer to Robert Felsing, but Robert Felsing is going to be back in 8th on this restart. And,
yeah, the only thing is, with looking at it here on lap 23, they can't make it from here anyway to the end. So there's definitely gonna be one more stop. Just with Frank and Travis being on the same pit sequence, maybe they can pit together and try to make up some time here whenever everybody else has to pit later on. Granted, the guys that pit later on are gonna have to take less fuel. It still might work out.
Yep, a lot of different pit strategies going on here, and we're going to watch these two up in the front. They have not pitted. Frank G and Travis Townsend have not pitted yet, and we're going to kind of keep an eye on them, see what happens here.
They might be able to get 20 more laps.
Yeah, they might, being they are under caution right now. They're saving some fuel. I'm sure they're just riding around here in high gear and saving a little bit of fuel. So if they get another 20, that's going to put them at the 44 lap mark, and definitely can make it that far. We know that. They could stop here in about 20 laps, take fuel, and make it the rest of the way, where everybody else is going to have to stop anyhow.
Yep.
So this could work out in their favor. Very good call there, Tommy. Well, you know, I was thinking maybe we need to get down here and get a word in with somebody. Let's see if we can get a word in with somebody down here. Somebody.
44 and 28 came down pit road, took tires and gas.
Well, let's see, Rudy. They're coming to, I think, 1 to green now, so they'll be doubling up. See if we can get a word in with the 4 of Robert Felsen.
That's who I was going to talk to, but if I can get a word in with them, everybody's on there talking. Robert Felsen, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
Well, Robert, you're...
Okay, guys, you've done a good job, so that's 25 laps. Let's just keep going. You know, let's make it 50 this time.
Robert, you're second in the points, running back there in 7th place. Can you get that thing up to the front here and lead a lap? We've got some pretty tough customers ahead of you.
Yeah, you got that right, Rudy. Tough field here. We're just going to play it out and hope for a top 5.
Well, so far we haven't seen much passing on the high side. Very little maybe in the back. How's your truck feeling for you out there tonight?
Yeah, Rudy, it's running really well. I changed the gear on it, and I'm happy with that.
All right, Robert. Well, thank you for talking with us, and good luck out there tonight.
Thank you, Rudy.
All right, so everybody's going to be doubling up here, and let's see how this is going to play out. Robert thinks he's got enough to get up there to the front. Get that number 4 up there and at least lead a lap to try to stay ahead of Frank G. Frank G's now led 3 laps, so that does give him an extra point. But he's still 12 points in deficit of Robert Felsen for the 2nd place. Rush, they're getting ready to come down here to the green. You want to call this down and get it started for us?
Sure, why not?
Don't rush it up.
Nothing's rushed up yet.
Did you hear me telling that Tommy about the other day when Rush was watching the ARCA race, and he said, "Oh man, he just rushed that all up." He said that.
I remember hearing you say that.
I was like, "Oh my God, you're kidding me!" He just said that. Rushed up. That, folks, for well, never mind. I'll tell you after they get started here. Rush?
77 cars, 3 laps down, huh?
Are you calling this down?
Yeah, why not?
We'll pace cars off and
Green.
green.
Rush, your mic's a little quiet. We can't hardly hear you.
Is that better?
No. All right, LG up on the high side all by himself. Frank G now getting passed up. Travis Townsend in the lead. So this could play into a pretty interesting situation here if Travis and Frank G can stay way up ahead here. And that's going to depend on where Robert Felsing is going to finish in this race, whether he's going to bring it home in the second place in the points. LG now tucks it back down into place here and takes up the third spot. Travis Townsend going to be our leader this time by. All right, no stranger to super speedway racing. Boy, I'll tell you what, these top 3 or 4, man, I'm telling you, Jason Beach, LG Whaley, Travis Townsend, and Frank G. These 4 are going to show the way around Talladega here for the season ender at Old Fart Sim Racing. Now we got a couple here ducking to the outside. LG Whaley and Jason Beach hooking up together, wanting to get up here in the lead. And if them two get hooked up, they could be really deadly up there. They need some help, though. They need some guys coming up behind them. They need to get 4 or 5 trucks up on that high side to get by these leaders. Not sure if they're going to be able to do it by themselves. I think LG Whaley might have led that lap. He did. LG Whaley leading the lap.
Imagine that.
Still trying to... He needs to bring that down a little bit, possibly, and get a little side draft off of Travis and Frank on that low line there. Ooh, LG sliding it down in front, dumping off Jason Beach. Jason up there by himself saying, "What did you just do?" Oh, I see. I think I see what's going on. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I might be talking out of turn here. I thought maybe there was a little play-in going on right there, but we've got very good trucks coming up here. R.W. Ziegler now hooking up with Jason Beach. He says, "You know what? You dumped them off. I'll take them up." Now let's see if R.W. does that. Both of them come down and do take the lead. So R.W. Ziegler and Jason Beach out front. Oh, we got a wreck.
Well, there's a wreck.
Aaron Reeder into that. And he is spinning like a top across this track. Let's go back and take a look here and see what happened to Aaron Reeder. Holy smokes, huh? Right on Aaron Reeder here. We're going to watch him and see coming down the backstretch, and I believe that happened about in turn 3 somewhere, or 4. These guys getting side by side. Looks like 3 wide down the backstretch. Travis Townsend now shooting the gap. Oh, it looks like Aaron Reeder tried to pinch it down there. Not sure if he knew that Travis was there or not. Could have been a little misreading of maybe a spotter told him it was clear or what, but come right down across the front bumper of Travis Townsend.
Yeah, LG Whaley in the 99's got a really good bit of damage on the front end of his truck.
And
But
no
he's still out there
caution.
running 195 mile an hour, so must not hurt him too much.
Yeah, no caution on that. That's pretty amazing. But Aaron kept it off of the track when he was spinning there. Oh, man, that's going to cost him a ton. Travis Townsend now back in fourth. I'm showing him about 1.2 seconds behind the leader. These guys will get hooked up here together. Him and Joe Fisher now hooking up. Frank G back into 5th place. Sure he wants to get back up there and tangle it with Travis Townsend and get back up to the front. But R.W. Ziegler now in the lead. And R.W. Ziegler's going to lead this lap, it looks like. Jason Beach pushing the daylights out of him. And R.W. does lead a lap. Good job. So, boy, I'll tell you what, that was pretty intense there for a minute, Rush, that, you know, what happened to Aaron Reeder. Probably lucky that it didn't spin out like Travis Townsend or, you know, some of these guys that were running so good. But LG Whaley losing a ton of positions, clear back to the 16th spot.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Looks like him and Robert Felzine now. He's trying to tuck up under Robert Felzine to get that draft. And he may just have enough damage. He may be struggling to try to hold on to that draft. Let's go down and take a really closer look at it and see how much damage poor old LG's got there on that front bumper. Oh my, does he ever. That thing's rushed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little.
That's all it takes.
Yep. Rushed up both front corners on that truck, and man, I'm telling you, he's got some. He is mangled up, no doubt. That's going to probably cost him a lot of positions on this track. I don't think he's done losing positions yet, as he is falling way back off of Robert Felzine now. Robert Felzine running right ahead of him in 15th. Or 16th, excuse me. David Bode in 17th, LG Whaley now 18th. So he is losing a lot more. Ed Ballinger up here in the 3rd spot. They coming around. And it looks like we may be, they're all caught up to the leaders here. So these guys right back up into the mix of things just like nothing ever happened. But just for a noteworthy here, Travis Townsend has yet to be on pit road. And neither is Frank G. Who's coming in?
LG's coming in pit.
LG's coming down pit road. Let's check it out here. Gonna probably try to get. They do have resets. I believe 2 resets, so he should be able to get fuel and tires, and I think he can make it the rest of the way from here. Only fuel, so fuel only reset, and he can make it the rest of the way. So that's his last pit stop of the day.
It'll be close.
Jason Beach back out front. Oh, we got a big mess going on back there.
Oh, here we go.
Joe Fisher upside down. Holy smokes. What happened to these guys? Let's go back and take a
There's
look at
5 or
this.
6 cars.
What
LG's going to benefit off of that one.
Yeah, it looks like the 66 of Tommy Hevron just had a real big run coming on the outside, and the 56 of Fisher just misjudged it. Oh
boy, they did have. Oh man, did he have a run? he come up on him so fast that, whew, man, how did he do that? And it looks like, hey, there was a little bit of net coating on that too.
Yes, sir, there was.
They were probably about a good foot apart when that happened. But Joe Fisher going for a heck of a ride. Don't look like the wrecking was done here. The 08, ooh, barely getting a piece of him. And him hitting a fence here and going for a heck of a ride. Oh, man. Some of these guys getting a little bit of damage off of him. And he goes for a heck of a ride across the front stretch here.
Yeah, with this caution right here, I believe everybody can make it to the end from here.
Yep, if everybody pits, they can make it. So good deal. And it's like you said, Rush. Forgot what you said now.
I said LG is
Yeah.
the biggest benefactor of that
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah, LG Whaley, yeah. Or he was going to go a lap down. So it looks like we do have about 3 guys that are taking them behind pit road. Joe Fisher, Kevin Wilkinson, and Tom Hevron all have taken them behind pit road. I'm sure Joe Fisher had to tow. All right, so right here for the restart now, it looks like, oh, everybody is coming down pit road.
Except one.
What the heck happened here?
Except 2.
What happened to Joe Fisher?
He was one that was involved in that accident.
Ah, okay. All right, so Jason Beach in and off pit road. These guys all making their last pit stops of the day. And it looks like our new leader is going to be LG Whaley, as but he's on pit road again. Is he
No,
on?
the 99 LG Whaley is
Is he? No, he's behind the pace car.
Okay. Sorry. Yep, you're right.
He got real lucky on that stop he had to make to get that damage fixed.
Yeah.
He really benefited from this one.
Yep, he just got out of the pits in time.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely benefited, yeah. All right, well, looks like we're going to be about 36 laps when they cross the line from finishing this race up. And we are past the halfway mark, so...
I'm going to tell you what, Rudy, he was lucky he didn't take tires.
Yeah. Yep.
If he took tires, he probably wouldn't have got it.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely benefited from this, and look at this, puts him right back up into the front. He can make it the rest of the way, just the same as everybody else on the field right now.
Man, I tell you what, man, sometime you poop sunshine.
Yep. It looks like the guy that took the biggest hit on this was Robert Felzine. He is going to be restarting clear back in the 18th position. So he has a lot of ground to make up. Frank G., our third place in the points, is going to be restarting 10th. And Travis Townsend, our leader, restarting 8th.
Nice.
So still a battle out on the track between Frank G. and Robert Felzine. These two still in a great battle for second place. And it's all going to come down to where they finish in the race here tonight. So Tommy, what's going on next season, and when is the new season going to be starting?
Rudy, that I honestly don't know. I haven't been in here in a couple days. Just been trying to run some other things, kind of stretch my legs out a little bit. But hopefully, here within the next couple days, kind of have a good idea on what's going to go on next season.
Are they starting next week, or don't you know that either?
I don't have a clue. I do not think so. Earlier in the season, we talked about taking like 2 or 3 weeks off and then starting back up again, but I don't know that for a fact.
All right. And who would I talk to about that?
Probably Earl or Gary Lowe. Probably Earl would be the one to talk to about that.
Okay.
Like I said, or Gary Lowe, he might not, actually know.
Okay. All right. I'll catch up with him. All right. So restarting here, LG Whaley restarting on the top spot here. Jason Beach second. Those two pretty much had been together for a while there up at the front till LG Whaley got, I guess I think it was like one of them 3-car hooks or something. But he got caught up into that, had damage, got it fixed up, back up here and leading. Gary Lowe restarting third, R.W. Ziegler fourth, and Ed Bellinger, your top 5.
Stuff like that never happens to me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I would have been a lap down, there ain't no doubt. All right, 19 trucks out here on the field yet out of 22 that started. And the only one that I'm showing any laps down, Michael Martin, going to be 3 laps down now.
Yeah, it looked like he had some connection issue earlier and had to drop out.
Yep. Well, the lights are off on the pace car, and we're getting ready to go back green as everybody doubling up here on the field. Let's get this thing rounded out here. 35 to go. When they cross the line, they're going to be taking lap 42. Be 34 laps to complete this race here. Nice looking pace car. I think they did a great job repainting that pace car, man. That other one was kind of fugly.
I'm just glad it drives down the track straight.
Yeah. Yeah, they must have did a little work on.
Yeah, before it was dog tracking like an old Ford truck does. It's them dang piece of junk Fords, I tell you.
Yeah, yeah. You're saying that for LG's benefit, aren't you?
Exactly.
he just hates Chevys and loves Fords. Well, Tommy, you want to call this one down and get this thing off and running again?
10-4, sir, I can. Pace car comes out of turn 4, looking to make it hard left to go down that long pit road. There it goes. Pace car is in. Time to get them rolling. Green, green, green.
LG getting a great start on that. Boy, I'll tell you what, looked like Gary Lowe might have been sleeping on that restart. Jason Beach up on the high side trying to see if he can't get clear. R.W. Ziegler working with him and him not dumping his partner off. LG not really sure which lane he wants to be in. He's going to have to pick one here. He stays on the bottom, and boy, that might have been a mistake, because I'll tell you what, Jason Beach and R.W. Ziegler do clear them and come down in front of them to take up the top spot. So Jason Beach is back out in the lead.
Watch those 3 on the outside.
Yeah, Travis Townsend and the 07 there of Matt Smith. They are really coming strong. Oh, Matt going way up high. Frank G tucking up under them too, and so the 3 of them coming, trying to get something going on this high side. Now a couple more may be joining them. Frank G now running in the 6th spot. go up here right along with Matt Smith for a minute and see how these guys are running around here and how close they run to each other, trying to get a little bit of side draft.
Oh, nice. You're going 3 wide.
Yes, sir. Very, very, ooh, boy. And almost touching right to the 54, getting the nose down there almost. Man, that was intense.
Close.
A little too close for my blood.
Whoa. That could have been really bad for all 3 of them guys, and probably a lot more guys in the back of the field would have got caught up in that.
Here comes the number 4.
Robert Felzine, yeah, he's getting hooked up here on the high side. May get something working up there as well. He needs to get back up to the front here if he's going to stay in this for to take second place in the points. He's got a long road to hoe here, and we're coming down to 30 to go this time by. Almost getting time to make that move. Don't you agree there, Rush?
Hey, he's got some time.
It's getting down there, though. I mean, I get in within 20 laps to go, man. I want to go, you know. No more holding back, no more riding on the low line.
There was a check up to 28, went on the apron for a second.
Yeah, I seen that. And there was a little bumping up here in the front, too, that almost, I believe, I can't see that number. I think that might have been Gary Lowe. It looked like he may have got just a little bit sideways.
Here comes the number 4.
Coming up on the high side, trying to get a run. And he is ahead of Frank G now as we're looking at it. So let's ride along with Robert. Looking ahead at the John Deere truck. Hey, nice looking truck there. Brent Lay finally getting his truck back up into the mix here. At the beginning of the race, remember, Rush, he fell way off the pace and he was about ready to go a lap down, I think.
Yeah, right before the caution came out.
Yep.
He was lucky.
Yes, he was. So these guys really starting to power up here on the high side, and our leader on the inside there, Travis Townsend, in the number 83, hanging right on in 5th place right now. And it looks like the high line is starting to get passed by the low line here. We might be getting a little bit of checking up here, a little bit of switching going on. Okay, there we go. Boy, and these guys lost a ton of positions. All them positions they gained, they just lost right there.
Yep, because those 2 cars decided they wanted to switch.
Yep.
But that's, again, number 4's fault, because he should have pushed that John Deere right up in there.
Yeah, well, he may be a little bit warm right now because he's kind of staying off the back bumper of him a little bit. So maybe a strategy move here. Maybe is he getting any help from behind?
Nope. Nobody's behind him.
All right, so good battles going on everywhere, but now it looks like we've got another new leader, Kurt Fielder up front. Those guys did complete that pass, as it looked like R.W. Ziegler had to back off of Jason Beach. He was getting a little bit too warm. So brand new leader crossing the line for the first time today. Kurt Fielder leading the lap here at Talladega. Getting partnered up with Nicholas Ward. First time we've seen Nicholas up in the front here today. He was kind of way in the back. Nicholas, let's see, he started 21st in the field, and here he is running in second.
Oh, number 4 just dumped off the 32.
Yep, goes to the low line now, looking for another new partner right behind Gary Lowe. He's trying to do any tricks he can to try to get up there ahead of Frank G. Frank G about 3 positions behind him. Not enough for to say he's going to lock it up. But Frank G, if he can get up there and get past him and pick up a few more positions, he may be able to get by Robert here for second place in the points.
It'll be a tough one.
I was looking here, clear back to Alcina, now way off of the pace back here. Nobody to draft with. Losing the draft of the guys ahead of him, Alan McEwen. It looks like maybe Alan might be backing up to get him. No more pit stops needed here. Fuel is out the window. Tires out the window. It's just race to the end. Crossing the line here and making it 25 to go here, guys. Michael Hauser, we haven't talked about him all day, running at the tail end of this long line here. Doing a super job out here. Running 15th, but would like to get up there, I'm sure, and try to win this thing. Brent Lay now way back here in 14th after getting dumped off by Robert Felzine. Holy smokes. I don't think he's probably too happy about that right now.
Imagine not. There's something that has been going on for him to dump him like that.
Yeah. Frank G, our third place guy, back here in 11th. Third place in the points, what I meant. LG Whaley running in 9th. Him and Ed Ballinger might be looking to pass LG on the high side as he's up there now. Maybe trying to pick up a little draft from the guys up on the high side. And we got, let's see who up on the high side there. It looks like Travis Townsend now pushing Matt Smith, and they get by. Our leader, Kirk Fielder, takes over the lead. So, Matt Smith, our new leader. A whole gaggle of trucks coming around here. Everybody's single file. Not really wanting to push the issue just yet, but I believe when we get down to about 10 to go, you're going to see some 2 wide, maybe 3 wide racing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rudy. I think everybody's just kind of trying to feel it out, see what kind of run they can get and where they need to make the move at. I think they'll calm it down for just a little bit right here till we get down to probably 10 to go, and then stuff's going to start happening.
All right, another one out of the race there. David Bowden taking his truck behind pit road, saying, that's enough for me today. I'll load it on the hauler and see you when we go back into the new season.
Hey, gotta call it quits sometime.
Yeah, you got to take a little break, get away from it, and then come back to it. So everybody comes back with fresh ideas and fresh attitudes, and you make friends along the way. Sometimes you might lose a friend or two here or there. A guy might leave, or you might get new members and you make new friends. So that's what it's all about, in these leagues and stuff. So constantly changing, making things better, trying to make the field better, for better racers, have better racers in the field, and does make for better racing total.
Yep.
All right, so Travis Townsend still pushing our leader, Matt Smith, but up on that high side, Jason Beach and R.W. Ziegler are coming, and they are coming like a freight train too. Those two definitely can pass on the outside. For some reason, they've just got great setup that they can pass on that high side. Now getting a little bit of help. Looks like Kirk Fielder jumping up there and hooking up with them two. And that's what it's going to take to get past them leaders. You can get about 4 trucks up there in the draft. They should be able to get by them. R.W. Ziegler kind of backing off just a smidgen there to get a little air in that radiator.
I watched that number 4.
Yes, sir. He is marching up through the field. Robert Felsing running in 8th right now. And he's one click ahead of Frank G now. Those two running dead behind each other. Frank G here in 9th spot. Wishing he was probably about 12 positions ahead of Robert Felsing right now. 12 or 13. Maybe 13 positions ahead.
Yeah, I think he's going to need a win to win 3rd or 2nd.
And I'm sure this is weighing heavy on his mind. He's just trying not to concentrate on that. And, you know, we know how that is. You know, when you got that, you know, in your head and you're thinking about what the possibilities could be. You could walk away here with 2nd place in the points and very prestigious to take a 2nd place. I mean, I know it's not the winner of the championship, but taking 2nd place is really not that bad, I don't think.
Nah, Rudy, I've done it 2 seasons with him.
Yeah.
I'm usually good for 10th. I'm happy.
Kirk Fielder now in 5th, but boy, what a battle we've got going here. Still R.W. Ziegler and Jason Beach on that high side, but R.W. trying to air that thing out. He's been pushing for quite a few laps. If they switch right now, Tommy, they'd probably just fall backwards, wouldn't they?
And they would probably drop back close to around 8th or 9th or so. If they can get down there and use that side draft a good bit and just kind of really push hard when they need to, just not the whole way around, I think they can make it back up there. Because you know the 83 of Townsend's got to have his temperature's got to be up there pretty high just because he's been behind the 07 of Matt Smith so long.
Yeah, you know, that definitely, I'm sure he is thinking about that right now too. He's pushing, but if you notice every once in a while, I think he might be lifting just a little bit in the turns to kind of get off of him. We're going to go up here on Matt Smith. There's looking back here to Travis Townsend. Matt Smith, our leader. Travis in 2nd right at the moment here, coming down the backstretch. He's trying to keep that nose out just a smidgen to get a little air in that radiator. But boy, look at the side draft. Jason Beach is pulling off of him on that high side. They had a heck of a run there, and RW had to back out. 17 coming to 16 laps to go, and you know what? We're coming down to that 10 to go here, and it's going to be nobody's going to want to worry about a partner. All they want's the win.
21 and 99 had a run and a half.
Sure did. Tight field here coming around. Going to make it 15 to go when they cross the line here. Coming down to it, folks. Stay tuned. Don't get up out of that seat yet. This is pretty intense racing here. Looking back here from Jason Beach, we're going to follow along here with him and watch how he tries to slip this down in the turns and get a little side draft, giving RW a little bit of breathing room. Get some air in that radiator to keep that thing cool, and RW backs off a little bit. And Jason hanging on, but he is losing ground as our leaders continue to pull away out there, Matt Smith and Travis Townsend. And these two getting passed up by quite a few trucks on the inside. Oh, we got a touch there. Jason Beach getting tapped and losing a ton of momentum on there. And it looked like R.W. Ziegler goes around him. As Jason Beach gets tapped in the side, boy, he just lost a ton of momentum. Now he's going to have to work hard at trying to get back up there and catch up to R.W. Ziegler. Those two have been partnered up for quite a bit now. LG Whaley pushing the daylights out of him, trying to get him caught back up to that front pack. But we've got Ed Bellinger on the low side here. Man, I'm telling you, this is coming down to it here, folks. This is getting really intense. We've got quite a gaggle of trucks up in the front right there. Everybody wanting that top spot. Robert Felzine now running 7th, just ahead of Frank G on the low line. What Robert's got to do to maintain that to bring this home for 2nd place in the points, he's got to finish well here. If he finishes really bad, 13 spots behind Frank G, Frank G's going to lock up the 2nd place.
Ooh, that top line's got to run.
They sure do. Kirk Fielder up on the high side with Nicholas Ward again. Very good, very good, very good. These guys are really trying to get some power up there. LG Whaley and R.W. Ziegler now hooked up together, and that could be a very deadly combination, folks. Those two know how to get around this joint. I'm saying it could be a deadly combination.
Got enough laps, that's for sure.
Yeah, they've turned a few 100,000 laps, I'm sure, on Talladega.
Looks like the top 12 are pulling away from the 21 of Mark Ward. Who else back there with him? 52 of Brent Lay and the 17 of Michael Hauser.
Yeah, Mark Robertson he's kind of back here losing the draft a little bit in the 13th spot. So, but up there, if you go up here, because they're looking at possibly going 3 wide. I think they took a look up for a minute there. And we're coming down to it with 10 to go this time by, and folks, this is gonna get good.
Oh my God, here comes the 99.
Yes, sir. LG Whaley and R.W. Ziegler getting a good run on that high side, and they're not going to give up on this. R.W., I think, got that thing cooled off after pushing for quite a while there on Jason Beach. Not exactly sure what happened there, who that was that got into the side of Jason Beach, but it put Jason back. Let's see, he is clear back in 10th position now.
I believe that was a 94 award. Just coming up the track, just a little too much of a longer entry to beach up the track.
All right. Well, that would explain it, because trying to keep it low there to get a little side draft, and when they went into the turn, that was when Nicholas Ward must have come up and just tapped them. All it takes is just a little tap and knock you out of your rhythm and lose momentum here at Talladega. Definitely a flat foot track, and boy, you just lose a 1/10 of a second. You can go back, you can go from first to last in a 1/10 of a second. All right, looks like LG Whaley and R.W. Ziegler, I don't know, they're not giving up on that high line, but R.W.'s got to be about cooking that motor here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And he's breathing it just a little here and there, but whew, I don't know if that's enough. He just sticks it out there for just a second or two and gets a little air in it and right back into it. These guys know what they're doing, so I'm not going to question, what he's doing or how he's doing it. So, our leader, let's get up here to our leader, Matt Smith, continuing to lead here tonight. Travis Townsend, our champion. We're going to crown him as a champion tonight. providing, it looks like, let's see, I think he's still got it clinched, don't he, Tommy?
Yes, sir, he does.
All right, so our champion running in second right there, Travis Townsend. And I hope to get an interview with him. If you could, Tommy, maybe let him know that we'll drag him down into the booth with us after we interview all the guys out on the track. Even if he's, you know, we interview him on track for taking a position, we'll drag him down into the booth with us and get a little, have a little talk with him about winning here tonight, winning the championship.
10-4.
Thank you, sir. I just don't want him leaving TeamSpeak on us and, you know, without us getting that interview.
Yeah, 10-4. I'll make sure he does.
If we interview him on the track, you know, he might think we're done with him. No, no, no. I want to interview him for the championship too. So he'll be the lucky guy and get 2 interviews. I'll try to make sure that I do mention that to him if I interview him on the track, that, you know, stick around in TeamSpeak because we're going to talk to you about the championship here in a few minutes. All right, Gary Lowe now tucked up in third. Well, not third, but tucked up underneath the back bumper here, Travis Townsend. And I believe he's hungry for that win just as much. Now these guys are really starting to mix it up. 6 laps to go here, folks. We've got a heck of a battle going on here up in the front. These guys just back and forth and not sure who they want to go with to get this thing done. But we've got about 13 trucks in this gaggle right here as Mark Robertson and Jason Beach get caught back up to him. Jason Beach, our pole sitter, now running in the 12th spot. And Tommy, do they get points for sitting on the pole?
I believe so.
Okay. Well,
it's been too long since I set all that up.
Yeah, he's not in contention here for the championship anyhow. You know, he's not up there with the front 3, but you know, he's definitely a tough customer. He kind of joined mid-season or so, didn't he? Or
nah, with Jason's work schedule, he doesn't get to run with us a whole lot, but he's gotten it switched around where he can come in and run with us more.
Oh, good. Very good. Very good. All right, well, still up on that high side, LG Whaley and RW Ziegler, so don't count them out. We're coming to 4 to go. 4 to go.
These guys are testing destiny with that yellow line.
Oh, yeah. They're looking for every angle that they can, maybe to stick that nose up under somebody and force them up the hill and gain a position, because, boy, it's just... all they can do is follow the leader right now. But LG Whaley and RW Ziegler starting to work that high side again. Coming around here with 3 to go this time by. And they're getting one heck of a run here. Well, let's ride along here with RW Ziegler here and see what's going on with these guys. Still hanging on with a little bit of side drafting going on. RW giving LG a little tap. Get him out front there so he can breathe this truck a little. He has got to be hotter than daylight, so I'm telling you.
I know, I'm just waiting for that poof.
Yeah, and it could happen, and you know what that's going to do with the field behind him. It's just going to wad him up. Everybody's going to have to look for a place to go to get away from him because he's going to drop like a rock. Good racing going on here, though. Gary Lowe in the 5th position. You see LG trying to get some side draft off of Travis, and they almost touch.
That's some good driving by LG right there.
Yes, it was. Man, I'm telling you, he is just staying right tight. We're riding along here with Robert Felzine now from the roof cam, running in the 6th spot, trying to get this 2nd place in the point. 2 laps to go, folks. This time by, they're going to get the white flag And we're going to see these guys, man, all stops are off right now. Everything is on the line. Gary Lowe kind of floating out of the low line a little, pushing LG and RW up the hill. Might have been beneficial for them. This is coming down to it. Ooh, Gary Lowe getting a little, oh, Gary Lowe off the pace. What happened to Gary?
I told you.
Tommy, what happened to Gary Lowe?
I think he might have hooked the apron coming out of the corner right there.
Oh, brother. Well, white flag is in the air. And, boy, and I'll tell you what, that cost Robert Felsing a couple positions as a couple guys got by him. Ed Ballinger and who the heck else was that? Nicholas Ward, I believe, got by him. All right, well, let's get up here to our leader because they're getting ready to come around here for to bring this home, Matt Smith. And let's see if anybody's got anything for Matt. Coming out of turn 4, we probably going to see it here. Ed Ballinger looking to the outside. Travis Townsend ducking it out to the outside. Coming to the line. Has he got enough to get by Matt Smith? Bringing it home. Oh, Matt Smith wins it. Great job.
Oh, I thought he was going to get him.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, that was just absolutely close as all get out. How far were they apart?
6 1,000ths.
Holy smokes, great win for Matt Smith tonight. Man, way to keep that thing strong. Well, I know everybody out there is probably going to congratulate him. But we'll give it a second here. I believe Travis Townsend coming in third, or second, I mean. And let's take a look real quick here so I make sure that I do have the list here. Ed Ballinger coming in third. Okay, good deal. Let's get down there here in a minute, and we'll see if we can get a word in here with our winner.
That was one heck of a finish.
Sure was. Absolutely amazing. Great driving by these guys. Man, I'm telling you. We've seen some great racing there tonight, Rush and Tommy.
I thought that Bellinger was going to push him to the win.
Yeah.
That was close.
Well, I knew, coming through the tri-oval, I knew Travis was probably going to dive it to the outside. And again, like I said, he sewed up the championship. But that didn't mean he wasn't going to go out there and try to race for the win. So my hat's off to Travis for, keeping that thing steady enough to bring it home in the second spot tonight. Great job by him. But we're still waiting on this field to clear as everybody's congratulating Matt on his win and probably talking about other stuff in the race. But we'll see if we can't get a word in here in just a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they're ever going to get done or not. Matt Smith, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, Rudy.
Matt, congratulations on your win, first of all. Man, what an intense finish there. Did you know that you had it won, or you weren't sure until you seen the results?
Hell, I couldn't have won it without Travis. He pushed me all the way, and he took that shot coming off 4, and if he'd went a little sooner, he might would have got it, but it was tight. I knew it was tight, but I thought I still had him, but, man, like I said, I got to thank Travis. I couldn't have done it without him there.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, tell us about your race here today. Only had a couple of cautions, but tell us about how your race went for you and how you managed to get up front and stay up there.
We qualified fourth, and you know, we stayed in the top 5 or 6, you know, the whole race, and you got to put yourself in position. And I hooked up with Travis back there, and I just asked him, you know, you tell me when you want to go. I'm not a good pusher, but I'll try to lead us up there, and that's what happened. He pushed me right on up there, and we stayed up there.
Well, very exciting finish. Great racing by everybody out there today. And for you to bring this home in first today, Matt, for the season ender, how does it make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel good. I mean, running with LG and RW and Jason and Frank, all the guys that run this league, I mean, they're just a super bunch of nice guys. And I don't get to run but in December, January, and February because, you know, I race for a living, you know, during the regular season. But I just have a really good time coming and racing with these guys, and these guys give me a set and all that to come and run with them, and I just have a good time. It's a good group of guys.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. Well, congratulations again, Matt. You want to give a quick shout out to any of your fans or friends who might be watching here tonight?
Everybody, thank y'all. Appreciate everybody coming out and watching the race if you're watching, and like I said, all the old farts, you know, that's on here. I really enjoy racing with y'all, and you know, I can't say enough about this group of guys.
All right, Matt. Well, thanks for talking with us. Great job out there. And again, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Rudy.
Tommy, you want to take Travis? Means he's your teammate.
The only thing I've got is watch deal. I can drag him down here in TeamSpeak and do it.
Well, that'll be all right. But bring him down. Talk to him.
10-4.
Hold on, folks. We're going to talk to the second place guy here in just a second.
Travis Townsend, Tommy Lee up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Tommy.
Hey, man, great run. Second place. Stayed with Matt Smith most of the race right there. And the move on the outside coming out of 4. Might have made that move just a little bit sooner. What's your thoughts on the race?
Yeah, it was a pretty good race overall. It was very clean, especially down the stretch there. I was afraid we were going to see the caution with about 3 or 4 to go, and that was going to end it. But everybody did a good job kind of in their own line and keeping it out of each other for the most part. But, yeah, you're definitely right. I wish I'd have made that move about 50 feet sooner. I think I would have had him.
Yeah, you know what they always say in NASCAR, always listen to your spotter.
Yeah, I chose not to tonight.
Well, anyway, man, good run on that second place finish. You got any kind of shout outs? Anybody you want to thank or anything?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody with the league wrapping it up tonight, you know, being the last race of the season. All the admins, you're doing a great job keeping us all in line. Earl taking over this league and trying to get us heading in the right direction. So I know he couldn't make it tonight. He was on a business trip, but I want to give him a thanks for putting in all the time and effort and everything. And also, you know, Lowdown doing the website does an awesome job with that. He's helped out doing some paints on my trucks and cars. Same thing with Frank. He's helped me out a lot. And, you know, there's just a lot of people in this league that really helped me out from setups to, you know, pretty much just everything and anything. So, you know, just great group of guys to be around. So I appreciate all of them.
Alrighty, well, good run on that one. And Rush, I believe you've got third place.
No, not me.
No, I'll get him.
Rudy can do it.
Yeah, I'll get him. Travis, stick around because we do want to interview you for the championship here tonight. So stick around for a minute, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Ed Bellinger, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy? Tell me he left the track. Did he leave the track?
Yep.
Oh, see, I don't have her.
Well, all right. Well, we're not going to get a interview in with him. So let's talk to. Is he even in TeamSpeak? Maybe.
I think he left, Rudy.
Okay.
No, sir. I do not believe he is.
Not okay. Do we have? Let's see. I would say probably Robert Felzine did lock up second place in the championship, but is he in TeamSpeak?
No, he is not.
Man.
He's still in the room, though.
He's what?
He's still in the race room.
Oh, is he? Well,
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I can get him to come in here. Robert Felzine, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
Robert, is there any way we could get you to come in TeamSpeak and we could talk to you?
Yeah, I can't right now. I've had trouble trying to join that.
Okay, well, we'll just talk to you here in just a minute. If you can hang out for a minute, we want to talk to Travis real quick, and then we'll talk to you, okay?
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
All right, Travis, winning here tonight, the championship. How does this make you feel here, sewing up the championship after coming off of last season? Tommy beating you because you couldn't finish or make the race, I should say. How does it make you feel here winning the championship tonight?
Glad to finally get the monkey off my back, Rudy. I had the issue there last year, like you said, where Tommy Lee ended up winning and kind of missed the final race there. Kind of hosed myself on that deal, but then the season before that I had all kinds of internet issues and connection issues and had 2 weeks in a row there down the stretch of the season where I was leading the race and blinked out and dropped out of the server. So glad to finally get it locked up.
Well, you know what, Travis, I've watched you in several leagues and several races, and you know you are definitely one that has laid a name out there for a lot of people to follow. And you know, everywhere you go, you're lethal to other drivers. You know, they respect you. You're a good racer, a clean racer. You respect the other people out on the track, and that means a lot to these guys that like to race around you. But you know, congratulations on your championship here. And Tommy, you got anything that you'd like to say to Travis here?
Of course, Rudy. Just want to give him congratulations on the championship. Hate I couldn't been out there running with him. I mean, Travis has been a teammate for a long time. Been working together, like you say, in numerous different leagues, and just glad to see him actually get up there and get one this time, and not have vacation getting in the way.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us there, Aaron. And we're going to try to get a word in real quick here with Robert Felzine taking up the second spot before he does get out of the server. Robert Felzine, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Sorry it took so long, but we were talking to Travis in TeamSpeak about winning the championship tonight. You come home second. I'm going to say that unofficially, okay? I don't really think anything's official until all the points have been tallied up, but according to Tommy Lee, he's kind of informing me about the points. It looked like you beat Frank G by a few points. But how was your racing out there tonight, and are you glad that you come home second tonight in the championship?
Yeah, I sure am, Rudy. You know, it's a lot of, you know, I've been gone a little while and come back, and it's a big, strong field. Got to thank the old farts for putting on this thing, and thank you guys, Rudy and Max Speed and all. It's been awesome. Had a good race tonight. I was hoping for a top 5. I don't get very many of them, and yeah, I'm glad to be part of it.
All right, Robert. Well, again, congratulations locking up the second place unofficially in the points, and great talking with you, brother. And good job in the race tonight. You kept that thing up there pretty good. Every time we turned around, we were looking for you on the field here to see where you and Frank G were running, because you guys were like nip and tuck in the points here. Only 13 points difference between you two coming into the race tonight. So pretty close. Y'all chasing Travis Townsend for that championship, but from what I'm understanding, all he would have had to do is maybe start and park for as many cars as there was in the field, and he had it sewed up. But he ran the wheels off that thing, brought it home second, and great job by you tonight anyhow. Congratulations. And anybody else you want to say hello to out there?
Well, like I said, yeah, I just want to thank you all, and thank old farts. And yeah, as far as I knew when we come into this thing that Frank was going to be right there close in the points, and I was glad to come out ahead. But raced Frank for a long time, and it's really exciting.
Okay, well, thanks for talking with us there, bud. And congratulations again, and we will talk to you again soon.
All right, Rudy. Good night, guys.
All right, let's run down through the finishing order here and make sure we do get everybody accounted for. Matt Smith, of course, our winner here tonight. Congratulations to him. Travis Townsend, big congratulations to him, coming home second, losing the race by 6/1,000ths of a second. Man, that was a very close finish. Like he said, if he could have just pulled out about 50 feet before that, he probably would have come home the winner here tonight for the race. Not giving up any hopes and dreams of winning the race. He was definitely out here, knew he had the championship sewed up, and ran the wheels off of that thing here tonight to bring it home second. Congratulations to him. Third spot, Ed Ballinger, sticking right with it and bringing it home third. Nicholas Ward fourth. Robert Felzine, our second place in the championship, coming home in the fifth spot. Frank G, third place in the points, coming home in the sixth spot. L.G. Whaley, seventh. R.W. Ziegler, eighth. Kirk Fielder, ninth. Mark Robertson in your top 10. Aaron Reeder, 11th. Jason Beach, 12th. Mike Hauser, 13th. Brent Lay in 14th. Alcina, 15th. Alan McEwen, 16th. Gary Lowe, 17th. Michael Martin, 18th. David Bowden in 19th. Joe Fisher, 20th. Tom Hevron having some difficulties there earlier on, finishing in the 21st spot. Kevin Wilkinson rounding out your field here in the 22nd spot. So again, congratulations to our winner here, Matt Smith at Talladega, for the season ender here at Old Fart Sim Racing. And thanks for joining us here. And again, congratulations to our champion, Travis Townsend.